he keeps the charm of Crocodile Dundee, although it's a completely different character. It's likable and funny.
Linda Kozlowski is one of Hollywood's most unforgettable actresses. After landing the role of Sue Charlton in Crocodile Dundee, she became one of Hollywood's biggest stars almost overnight. The movie became a worldwide hit and earned more than $300 million at the box office. She became a household name, appeared on magazine covers around the world, and later married her co-star Paul Hogan. But right when it seemed she had everything, she made a choice that surprised everyone. She decided to leave it all behind and quietly walked away from Hollywood. So, what really happened? Why did she decide to leave everything behind at the peak of her career? And most importantly, what does her life look like now after everything that happened? Let's start this whole story from the beginning, where dreams began. Born on January 7, 1958 in Fairfield, Connecticut, Linda Kozlowski grew up in a working-class family. Her father worked as a police officer, while her mother cared for the home. They always supported Linda's dreams and encouraged her to work hard. From an early age, she fell in love with acting. Every chance to perform made her feel alive, and each role she played made her dream of becoming an actress even stronger. After graduating from Andrew Ward High School in 1976, Linda followed her dream to New York. She enrolled in the famous Juilliard School's drama division, where she learned voice control, stage movement, character building, and the discipline needed to become a professional actress. Every class challenged her to improve, and every performance made her more confident in front of an audience. In 1981, she graduated after years of hard work and training. She wanted people to remember her for her talent, not just her appearance, and that determination guided every step of her journey. And soon, her hard work brought her a bigger chance. Linda's first big opportunity came in 1981 when she joined the off-Broadway play How It All Began. The role gave her valuable stage experience and helped her grow more confident as an actress. Soon, she earned a place in the Broadway production of Death of a Salesman alongside Dustin Hoffman. Each performance sharpened her skills and strengthened her confidence. Many actors spent their time chasing fame. Linda spent her time becoming a better actress. She trusted her talent, stayed true to herself, and believed the right opportunity would come when the time was right. Years of patience finally paid off when the casting team for a new film noticed Linda's talent, and soon, she received an audition for Crocodile Dundee, the role that would change her life forever. The road to Hollywood. In 1986, Linda auditioned for a new film about an Australian crocodile hunter. At the time, no one expected Linda to win the role of Sue Charlton. Many actresses tried to make the character look glamorous. Linda did something different. She played Sue Charlton as a real, confident, and independent woman. At the time, Linda had no idea that one decision would change her entire life forever. That natural performance caught the filmmakers' attention, and they eventually picked her for that role. Linda traveled to Australia and began working alongside Paul Hogan, the Australian comedian who played Mick Dundee. As filming continued, they found themselves growing closer with each passing day. Long hours on set turned into conversations between scenes, shared laughter, and a friendship that developed naturally. The chemistry audiences would later admire on screen wasn't simply acting. It reflected a genuine connection that had quietly formed behind the cameras. When Crocodile Dundee reached theaters on April 24, 1986, audiences fell in love with it almost overnight. The film earned more than $300 million worldwide and became a global phenomenon. Viewers admired Linda's performance as Sue Charlton, while critics praised the natural chemistry between her and Paul Hogan. Almost overnight, magazine covers, television interviews, and red carpet events became part of her everyday life. The actress who had once waited patiently for a chance had suddenly become an international star. As Linda's career continued to rise, her relationship with Paul also grew stronger. Although Paul was already one of Australia's biggest stars and Linda was just beginning her rise in Hollywood, they discovered they enjoyed each other's company far more than the spotlight surrounding them. Their relationship attracted public attention because Paul was still married when they first met, making their romance the subject of widespread media scrutiny. Over the following years after his marriage ended, Linda and Paul openly embraced their relationship. They married in 1990 and later welcomed their son, Chance. Professionally, Linda's success continued with Crocodile Dundee 2 in 1988 and Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles in 2001. She also appeared in Pass the Ammo, Almost an Angel, and Village of the Damned. Fans admired her, and Hollywood opened every door she had once dreamed of. Yet behind every smile and every camera flash, her life was slowly moving in a direction that few people could see. Leaving everything behind. Living beside one of the world's biggest stars was not always easy. Paul Hogan was already a comedy legend, and Linda often found herself standing in his shadow. Unfortunately, her career also began changing in ways she never expected. After Crocodile Dundee, many filmmakers saw her only as Sue Charlton. Similar roles kept coming, while the serious acting work she truly wanted became harder to find. She had trained for years to play many different characters, but Hollywood rarely gave her that chance. She accepted a few more projects, hoping each new role would give audiences a chance to see a different side of her. Instead, Hollywood kept bringing her back to the same image that had made her famous. Slowly, the dream she had worked so hard to achieve no longer felt the way she had once imagined. As the years passed, Linda spent more time focusing on her family than chasing another blockbuster. She never fought to stay in the spotlight. She simply wanted a quieter and more meaningful life. The cameras kept searching for the famous actress, while Linda searched for something different. And all this affected her relationship with Paul Hogan as well. In 2013, Linda filed for divorce, saying they could no longer make their marriage work. She later explained that they had very little in common and had simply grown in different directions. Their divorce became final in 2014 after 23 years of marriage. The split remained friendly, and they agreed to share custody of their son, Chance. Linda also received a one-time divorce settlement of $20 million. For her, however, the biggest change was not the money. It was finally stepping out of the shadow she had lived in for so many years and beginning a life of her own. Finding real happiness. Soon after her divorce, she moved to a small town in Massachusetts, far from movie studios and flashing cameras. There, she started a jewelry business and spent her days creating something with her own hands. For the first time in many years, Linda was living the life she had truly wanted. Even so, life continued to test her in unexpected ways. Her brother, the person who understood her better than anyone else, died unexpectedly. His passing left a space that no successful film or public praise could ever fill. Linda stepped even farther away from public life. She stopped giving interviews and rarely appeared in public because she wanted time to heal and live away from constant attention. Today, at nearly 68, Linda looks very different from the actress many people remember. Her dark hair has naturally turned silver, and her face reflects a lifetime of real experiences. She never tried to hide her age. Instead, she accepted every passing year with quiet confidence. People who recently saw her walking through a small town barely recognized her at first. Yet those who grew up watching her still recognize the warm smile that once made her famous. Time changed her appearance, yet it also revealed the woman she had always been inside. Linda has said she no longer cares about looking 25. She cares about feeling 68 and living life on her own terms. She chose peace over perfection, proving that the happiest ending is not always found in fame, but in becoming the person you were always meant to be. In the end, Linda's story reminds us that real happiness does not always come from fame, money, or success. Sometimes it comes from having the courage to walk away, live on your own terms, and find peace in the life you truly want. Do you think Linda made the right choice by leaving Hollywood behind to find peace? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. If you found this video fascinating, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing stories like this. We'll see you in the next one.